One with Colin Thompson is brought to you by title sponsors CricketStar.net, the online cricket league administration, results and statistical management system, providing you with information beyond the cricket boundaries.
If you look over the next few months, I mean, with football and cricket and also with island games and digger races, I mean, there's so much international events going on, international teams coming in that we actually are supporting because it's critical. And the development that football and cricket have going on is actually pretty good. And I think we know that a lot of the other sports are doing a lot of youth development. So it's just, really a way to embrace our culture and take care of our youth. And this is how we actually start to change our society. So I think this is phenomenal.
So we just heard the minister,
Yes.
Mr. Mabry, and he's talking about the benefits of these incoming tours, exposing our athletes to higher caliber players, something that was done quite often in the past. Moving forward, now that we've established this partnership with Melbourne, Somerset Cricket Club in Melbourne, is there a possibility that we can see the Jamaican team coming back?
We have had discussions about that, and that is something that we want. It's something they want, and we're looking at it as a part of development. And the players want it. Before I left the club this evening, one player said to me, okay, so are we going next year preseason? Well, of course, there are some conditions on that, one of which is, they have to win cup match this year before we can start talking about going anywhere next year. But yes, going forward, those are the things we're looking forward to. And not only in cricket, but we're looking at it for football as well, because we believe that if we provide quality opposition, our players can develop, and the development of our players opens many doors. And so that's what we're looking at, especially at Somerset, because we want as much as possible for our players not just to have a sporting career, but learn from it and have a lifelong career after sport. And so we're looking for all kinds of opportunities for our young players so that they can get scholarships and be able to advance with a career that after sport they still have some way of benefiting in life. So yeah, and we've had those discussions, and I'm certain that especially after today's game, those discussions will move forward at a quicker pace so that we can actually reciprocate and be going there and having them come back here as well. The only thing we're going to try and do is bring them back when it's a little warmer. Because I think this was
extremely cold.
Very cool. It was extremely cool, very cool. Yeah. And those sentiments were echoed by many this afternoon. But also, what was the reaction from the Melbourne? Do they echo those sentiments? Like, yeah, we want to come back. Maybe next time bring a sweater.
Oh yes, they're excited about coming to Bermuda. I've spoken to management as well as team players, and they really like it here. And so, of course, when you do have a chance to speak with them, you will hear from the horse's mouth how much they hope to come back. So that's fine. One thing I want to point out to Colin is just like Mr. Mabry has mentioned earlier, the support from the community. The community must see this as a partnership.
Yes.
That while the players are playing, they are supporting. I think we could have had much more support this weekend at Somerset, and it's about putting your feet, your attitude where your mouth is. You go on the talk shows and you say all these things about your sportsmen, but until you start loving and supporting them and embracing them, then they're not gonna thrive as they should. Many people may ask, why would I wear a Jamaican tie? It's because first I have love for country, and whether the Melbourne cricket team lost or won, I'll still be sporting this because I'm embracing and supporting the team for their efforts, and that's what we need to see in the Bermuda community.
Yes.
More of that.
So, Mr. President, we've now had the Melbourne cricket tour. I understand that it's Oman and it's Nepal that's going to be coming in early for the World Cricket League. There's been a bit of discussion about potential warm-up matches for the national team. Is that the case?
Yep, it certainly is. Yeah, and we, this is something again that helps in our preparation because purely this is what we've been in this mode for a while now. Like I said, that's coming up with this tournament is now put that to the test. Which again, having Oman, they've got some really good quality cricketers as well. All the teams in this division are good quality teams. So we have to take this, and we are going to take this very serious. We're not taking any one of these teams for granted. Again, from what I witnessed on the weekend, is I'm sure we're going to be doing postmortems. It's a bit early after, but certainly what I saw was, from the Melbourne side, a lot of strategic thinking in that game. For those youngsters, that was something that I took away from the weekend. Not just in the quality of the depth of the batting that they had, but they applied some really good logic to what was going on the day. And that is something that I think we would certainly garner from.
Great. Okay, so we're going to go to a commercial break now, but before we go, I want to thank you for taking the time out to join us. Mr. Mabry, Somerset Cricket Club President, Ms. McCarty, Jamaican Association, Bermuda, and Bermuda Cricket Board President, Mr. Lloyd Frey. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment.
One with Colin Thompson is brought to you by title sponsors CricketStar.net, the online cricket league administration, results and statistical management system, providing you with information beyond the cricket